They had this old spot they used to go to called Misfits, and we were there last night actually.
Yeah.
And that's the Bushwick Kratom bar, and
that's more bohemian.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's Cosmic and Misfits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Cosmic's better.
Yeah.
Not to start the beef with the
Brooklyn
Kratom spots.
club scene could take a note from the Kratom bars and getting like standout
names.
Sensical names. We have huge beef with the Brooklyn club scene. I can't get them straight in my head. It's just like
nowadays.
It's like ethereal buzzwords is all
Elsewhere.
it is.
Elsewhere. Nowadays.
Somewhere, nowhere.
Paragon.
Okay, Paragon's pretty tough.
Paragon's good. I don't know if you've been to Paragon. We should go.
No, but that name sounds familiar.
I'm gonna open a club called Home Away from Home.
That's a good one.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Apples and Oranges, folks. This is now a nightlife production house, I guess.
Yeah. What we focus
Collective.
on with this podcast and everything, it's all about Brooklyn nightlife, drugs, kratom.
It's a culture podcast.
I would say it's all about microdosing at the end of the day for us.
It's a podcast for the New York City transplant. It's
Exactly.
pretty much what we're focusing on here. Is
That's
just,
right.
Yeah.
And speaking of New York City transplants, today with us we have once again the wickedly talented great friend of ours, Josh Dittrich.
Hello. Woo! Happy to be here in person. Last time we did it over Zoom. I was on Best Coast in sunny LA, and now I've come here full time, and it is an honor to be here.
Josh
Josh
burnt down the city of LA and then immediately moved to New York. Josh, this is him admitting that he lit
that on record.
Lit those matches.
Lit a match and ran.
You burn one cigarette in the Hollywood Hills, and suddenly it's all over the fucking news, dude. I just wanted to hike.
That's so funny.
It's those wins. It's
you
those
were
golf
doing,
wins.
Yeah, you were doing your gasoline and cigarette hike. And
yeah,
next
you
thing
know how
know,
it is. It's good for the soul. I just like huff a bunch of gasoline, rip about 15 cigarettes, and I really see stuff. And I saw the Palisades go away. So it was,
you love going to the Pacific Palisades and just sort of becoming one with nature, i.e., lighting yourself on fire.
I do that too. You know when kids in high school would like put hand sanitizer on their hands and light it really quick and then be like, look, and then they'd do it out.
Yeah.
I would do that, but just like my whole body, and it would like actually burn the skin. And then I stopped, dropped, and rolled into a big thing of sagebrush. And then that just kind of like, wow, you wouldn't believe, man.
Genius.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
I was recording a TikTok.
Were you live on Red Note?
Yeah, that was right before the TikTok ban got announced. So I was just trying anything to get some traction on Red Note.
Oh,
they love the Burning American.
Speaking of Red Note, is it on, Matt?
Yeah,
Is it
that red
sick?
light is on. Yeah,
Josh, during our tournament, we recorded like, I guess it wasn't that long.
it was like a whole debate.
It was long. We recorded a whole like portion of the tournament with this just in photo mode.
One photo had been taken and it was waiting.
And that's it. I was waiting for number 2.
We shouldn't have re-recorded, and we should have just kept the photo there and done like mouths moving like puppets, like
annoying orange.
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
bumped it over. That took me back just growing up in Idaho. Like a lot of kids got GoPros for like to make different like mountain bike edits or ski edits or whatnot. And because you'd always be so stressed that you'd do the big trick and you'd miss it, every GoPro video would always start with like, and then the person is like, is it red? And then they'd be like, yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
And so like you would look through hours of footage and just always see like some like wide angle face, just like,
That's sick.
yeah, it's red, you're good. So
It's the-
just took me
I
back.
was thinking it's the Gen Z shake.
It's the proto Gen Z shake. Have you heard of this?
No.
You hear about this?
It's
You
a
know
new
this?
it's a new
It's a
phenomenon.
new phenomenon.
The Gen Z shake
It's a new
Yeah,
phenomenon.
so-
hasn't reached the West Coast yet.
No,
So-
it's not even like it's so
It's-
stupid. It's just an internet term. It's like basically, when a TikToker is setting up a video to do the video,
yeah.
and they'll be like mid talking and placing the phone down. So they'll be like, "So today I just went to the
Yes,
store." And
completely.
so that's called the Gen Z shake.
Oh.
And there's another thing. It's like the equivalent for millennials. It's called the millennial pause. And so like there's this compilation of cameos of just like a bunch of random actors, and it's like millennial pause, and it's all them being like, "Hey, so and so."
Yep. Okay. I have to, and the Gen Z shake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like
Because Gen
set-
Zers, they're ready. They know
yeah,
what they
they're
want
going
to say.
right into it. You're like, I'm a busy person, and I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit record. I'm gonna start talking, and then I'm gonna find where I'm gonna put my phone so I can have my hands free.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much. So I think that really spurned and grew out of the like amateur ski edit scene in Boise, Idaho.
Yeah.
And the shake.
This is a culture podcast.
This is
It
a
is.
culture podcast.
This is becoming
Yeah.
like a culture podcast where we're like, yeah, Dime Square, fucking, got my.
So I was doing the
Rippazine.
Gen Z shake at Somewhere Nowhere, and then
Gen Z shake sounds like a pedophile, like a type of like an in for a pedophile. Like the Gen Z.
I was
shake.
thinking like what older people would call like the
Oh,
Yeah,
dance.
you went
Sure,
really
sure,
dark with that.
I was
joke.
too
Oh, it's
tased.
too dark. This is a culture podcast.
No, this is a
Talk about-
culture podcast. Anyway,
Show the fridge.
I
Show
got
the
pepper
fridge.
sprayed by Dasha for reasons I don't want to get into.
Yeah. Well, anywho, Josh, you gotten any better debating since your last time here?
I had a pretty all right performance, but I was hindered by the medium. Like as some of you guys remember the infamous, I believe was it Nixon versus Kennedy debates who
Oh
was
yeah,
it?
one of them
Lop
was
sweat?
in TV or in
where
color.
the-
and-
yeah, everyone
sweating.
who heard it over the radio thought Nixon won because he did, honestly, and and
Number
because
one Richard
it
Nixon
was
fan
just-
over here.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan. And then the TV people thought Kennedy won because Kennedy just looked more put together. So like the technological difference did make me look a little grainy and like a little like stuck in a window because I was literally in the Zoom call. But now that we're in person, I think energy can flow a little better, and I think my skills just be another level. So
Yeah, I noticed. I was worried you were going to come in here looking grainy, but
God damn it, he's pixelated.
You're in
again.
full resolution.
That's good.
I was really worried you were going to pull up to our space looking 420p. But no, you're impressing me right now.
I'm glad. Yeah, I put in all my pixels today. I had some coffee and that kind of straightened shit out. So
That's
yeah,
good,
I am here to go, and I don't know if I've done better, but I've surely done more confident.
Hell
That's-
to the yeah.
I love confidence, and I love these debate topics I have here.
Amazing.
Let's
I
see.
have these debate topics here. Here I have a great set of topics right here. Jack, you're going to be arguing in favor of a desk toy,
Desk toy.
and Josh, you're going to be arguing in favor of a piece of jewelry.
Desk toy versus a piece of jewelry.
All right, so the best. Can I just jump in?
Go ahead.
The best desk toy is the Insatiable Bird. Do you know this desk toy?
I
it's
do.
the bird.
the always
Earlier,
thirsty one.
Yeah, he's insatiable. He just is obsessed with water because when you're at a desk, you what does a desk toy need to do, right? It should in some ways probably like soothe you, which this toy does because it's sort of calm, it's a repetitive motion, there's water and a water element, it's calming to humans. But the problem with a lot of desk toys is that they get you too calm and you start to lack motivation. But the Insatiable Bird is insatiable. And when you're at your desk and you're working, you need to have a grind set that's instilled and kind of maintained through your surroundings, i.e. a desk toy. The Insatiable Bird calms you, but gets you so amped because he keeps fucking going for water. He will never be satisfied. And that's what is a good employee except someone who's not satisfied by their output.
Yeah. Well, so
Jewelry sucks, by the way. I yield my time.
So you mentioned the insatiable bird. What is you said he was insatiable for what? What is he constantly
For water.
For water. So, I'm just you kind of said it yourself that like the best desk toy.
Wait, what's even your piece
hey,
of jewelry? How
the-
are you shitting on me? I
The
don't even know your
best
jewelry.
desk toy is insatiable for water, and everybody knows that when you got some jewelry on your neck or your wrist or your
Okay.
fingers, that you're dripped out. You're dripped out in water, ladies and gentlemen. You
Okay.
got ice, which melts too, water, and that bird that you put on such a pedestal is insatiable for that. So not only is your desk toy lesser because it desires what I have, the piece of jewelry, but you admitted that the insatiability for it is what makes it good. And if it wasn't interested, because if the desk toy was better, then it would just stand up. It would just be like, I'm good. I'm the desk toy. But it's like, nah, I need that water. I
Wait,
need that water.
do your
So it
opening
keeps
do your
going.
opening statement. What piece of jewelry? What's your piece of jewelry you've chosen?
Did you have to pick one?
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
pick like a specific
gotta
one.
pick
Yeah, we
one.
should remind you of the rules.
Oh, see, I didn't
No,
remember that.
it's all
Under
good.
being a piece of-
you can think about it, and I can go on about
no.
my favorite desk toy.
My piece of jewelry is going to change throughout the debate to whichever helps my argument the best.
Can't do that.
No, I told you I'm way better. Or
He's
it's just
gotten
confident.
really good.
But-
He's gotten really good.
I
He's
think-
figured out how to step outside of the rules of the game.
Yeah.
Exactly. See, whatever you got to do to win, which is what the insatiable bird should have taught you. But apparently you're not as insatiable as the bird. But so I'm gonna start with just like good old classic, like piece of jewelry, some just like icy chain. Like
That's okay,
I'm
'cause
talking like a chain with diamonds
go
in
ahead,
it, that you see glittering. So we'll start with that because it looks like little ice cubes, which
Here's the
melt
thing.
to be the water that
you're
your bird
saying.
feasts on.
You're saying starting like I'm gonna let you change up your piece of jewelry because the insatiable bird is so good that he can defeat any piece of jewelry. So this is gonna be multiple debates for the moderator in a way.
This is
So consider
consider
each sub debate as its own, and then also that
Get ready
can
for the
inform
two.
the overall winner, which will be me.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like
The Insatiable
real
Bird,
fans.
I will say,
Mhm.
would be a fantastic name for a club in Brooklyn.
the insatiable bird.
That would be a kratom bar. That should be a kratom bar.
No,
is the
I think
Insatiable
they would
Bird.
just simplify it to just be insatiable.
Or Insatiable.
or bird.
Satish.
A Brooklyn bar called Birdies.
That's true, but
Yeah.
I'm about to destroy Josh.
See what happens. Bring it, you
Dude, okay,
fucking
so you're
bird.
starting out with just the general necklace chain, okay? Dude, chains suck. I mean, look at you, man. You're not wearing a chain. If they're so good, where's your chain at, bro?
I wouldn't bring my nice icy chain to this shit ass podcast.
So you can't even bring it out. You can't even bring it outside. And also,
I
it's a
wore it
symbol
on Roden last week, but I'm not pulling it out for you guys. Come
okay,
on now.
I see. You'll
You
pull it
come
out-
here and tell me how bad it is.
You'll whip
he
it out for Rogan?
complimented it, dude. He
I'm
loved
sure.
it.
I'm sure Rogan was glazing your chain, Josh. I'm sure he loved your
Joe
chain.
Rogan did glaze my chain. I'll tell you that.
But you know,
Glaze my chain. Another great name.
Glaze my chain is
Club in
actually just-
Brooklyn.
Glaze My Chain is actually just gonna be the name of my freestyle. But
Ooh.
look, the Insatiable Bird is far better than your silly chain because with jewelry and with the chain is not gonna be the only piece of jewelry you're wearing. You're gonna have to accessorize other shit. The Insatiable Bird needs no other desk toys to accompany it because it accomplishes both goals that I laid out as the desk toy.
You only have one Insatiable Bird on your desk?
Yes, Josh.
You only have one desk toy? No, it needs friends. It's grinding, but
So
it needs
now we've
emotional
reached-
support.
We've reached a fundamental impasse because you love sort of like excess and debauchery and over.
What do you qualify as a desk toy?
As
Like,
a
would
desk
you
toy? What do
say
you mean,
like a
like- go ahead.
pencil cup is a desk toy?
No, it's not a desk toy. It's like a
Okay.
desk appliance, I would say. A
So
toy
you can
is
have
like
infinite appliances, but only one toy.
I think it would just be a bit excessive to have more than one desk toy in the way that I think wearing jewelry is excessive and a chain is not really needed and it only just sort of symbolizes cloud and materialism and you know there's probably like how do you procure most jewels like child labor. You know, this man is arguing in favor of excess via
Was your
exploiting kids.
$3 Insatiable Bird like made in America with
3D
homegrown practices?
3D printed.
3D printed where?
Where? Milwaukee.
No. Oh,
From Etsy.
They have a big plant.
Yeah, Jay
well,
Chipson on Etsy runs a 3D printing shop in Milwaukee.
Jay
I buy
Chipson?
all of
Yep,
my
JB Chipson.
JB Chipson. I buy all of my chains from the Ice Box in Times Square, which is where they source their jewels and build them right there on the sidewalk.
Oh,
and they
those
bring
are
them out to you.
that cache of jewels
Yeah.
underneath Manhattan.
Yes, yes. There's a huge vein under here,
Mhm.
and they just pull them up. So I check. I made sure there's no blood in it. I do my research. This is not a debate about blood diamonds. This is
That's
about
good that there's
the
no
icy
blood
chain.
in the chain. That's what I was worried
That's what a
about.
blood diamond is, right?
Yeah, that's when it's full of blood.
Yeah, that's why no one wants them because it looks bad. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you're
'cause
bleeding
it's
out.
like
Full of
sticky.
blood. It's gross. Yeah.
That's a great time to plug our
other
the
podcast?
expansion, the Bloodcast.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of that,
Yeah. We're
little
doing.
unpaid promotion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing a podcast called The Bloodcast. It's sort of related to blood and whatnot. I also wanted to plug my new business.
Go ahead.
Blood diamonds.
Nice.
I'm
Blood
starting. I'm
diamonds.
starting a blood diamond mine.
It's gonna be a group partnership. You wear blood diamonds, and we just find people who just can't stop bleeding. We give them a bunch of blood thinners before, and then we just we just see who really survives the podcast. So whoever just has more blood. So if you have a lot of blood, come on the blood.
Yeah. If you also know anyone who knows any blood boys or blood gals who just could hop on the
like
pod.
you got a friend Jack or you're Jack Jared, who's everyone's like, oh, like he's just got so much blood.
He's a
Like,
blood
I'm so
boy. He's
jealous.
full
Like,
of blood.
Bring him on. And you know what Jared also has with all of the money he'll make from the Bloodcast? Diamonds, because that's what people do when they win a podcast like that. When you risk your life and you survive, you don't go out and buy a fucking desk bird. You go out and you buy a chain to show off. I won the Bloodcast.
No, you put that money into a high interest savings account like a responsible adult. You don't go out and as soon as you buy this tragic piece of jewelry, its value begins to decrease. My friend,
It's not what happens.
it is what
Some
happens.
things lose their value. Like a car loses it when you drive it off the lot. A chain, when I wear it, becomes more expensive.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look, man.
You didn't see the Rodin glaze chain sold for $50,000 last week to the Smithsonian.
Is it on account of all the glaze that you wear on your body?
The glaze was yes. The glaze mixed with the diamonds just really doubled the value because the
Gives
glaze
it
extra
is so-
shiny.
Yeah, exactly. The glaze itself. Yeah, how do you think they did so bright in the lights?
Well, that's how.
self-glaze.
And then just to go back to Matthew's blood diamonds,
Mhm.
we clean our blood diamonds with glaze.
What else would you clean them? Obviously, that's what we're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, people will go.
How do you?
"Oh, I
Where do
don't
you
want
get your glaze from?
what? The
Safely
bakery.
harvested.
The bakery. Bakery. It's a mix of sugar and water. It's a mixture of sugar and water.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
glaze. Yeah.
Krispy Kreme. The
Yeah,
Times Square Krispy
Yeah,
Kreme.
well, that's why Matt's
Yeah.
blood diamond shop has like a hot and ready sign or whatever. So when you walk by,
But
you're
they're
like,
fresh.
yeah,
You
they're
get
fresh.
one,
They've just been glazed.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, this death bird is fucking stupid.
No, the Death Bird is actually amazing. It's the best death toy ever. What is jewelry like? You know, what does jewelry actually done to you on like a fulfilling level? How does it fulfill you?
Oh, so just whenever I like look at it, I just get like this happy feeling inside because it symbolizes to me like everything I worked for. Like I worked my ass off and I invested well and I spent the late nights and the early mornings and I mortgaged my apartment, sold all of my, creative supplies and endeavors, and I bought this chain. And now when I look at it, I'm like, literally every dollar I've earned in my life went towards this. It is a direct embodiment of my financial success. I don't have anything else to show for it.
Do you think
but I
that-
do have that. And remember, if you have all this stuff, like you look at the excess you guys are in, you have Pez containers, you have Yoda, you have the thing.
Look.
You look around and you're like, oh, like there's one cool thing, there's one cool thing. Yeah, we did a lot of stuff. I looked at one object and I'm like, that is me. My soul is in that necklace.
That's foolish, you, because all the objects in this room have been created by Matt and Jack, and that is why they are here and they have a place here. However, a chain, it's as we described, been sourced in unethical ways. But does everyone look good with a chain? Can everyone pull off a chain? Is that a true fact? Because I certainly can pull off a chain. I would look like a fool.
Yeah, that's why you're not in the chain gang.
So that's why
like
it's
me and the boys.
As where
And girls.
the insatiable bird can bring joy to any workman's life.
You
know?
look like an insatiable bird.
A trash of character. Objection.
Are those not allowed?
Defaming? No, they're totally allowed. Because you look
Sustained. Sustained. Very cool.
Sustained,
very
yeah,
cool.
very
Good
cool.
job.
Yeah. You look like an insatiable bird.
Holy shit!
My
He said it again.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh my god!
There you go.
This is. I've
You
never
want
been
some?
so insulted by my podcast. Of course I do. I'm fucking insatiable. Obviously I want some. But I'm not going to take it. I would never do you that favor. Josh, you come in here iceless. You're the least tripped out of the three of us. You come in here, you look like a fuck. What is that? The Melbourne Stars? Someone maybe just went to Australia like within the past month and is wearing that shirt.
A total douchebag about it. See, but I could have bought a chain while I'm down there. They have a lot of diamonds, but I didn't.
And
I
you
bought something
didn't.
that sends more of a message.
So you admit it.
Oh fuck! Wait, no. I would have bought. I would have bought the chain, but I didn't have enough money because all my money was back there, and the more something costs, the better it is.
Excuses.
Objectively, look at
The
any,
more something costs, the
look
better
at-
it's not at all.
Look
That's
at anything
terrible.
in the world. Look at anything in the world. Find me an expensive version of something and a cheap version of something that the expensive thing isn't better. And one thing. One thing.
Sounds like a Mr. Beast video.
It is a Mr. Beast video. Yeah,
No,
Mr. Beast. He'd be way less fun if he didn't have all that money. He'd just be some fucking nerd on the somewhere. I haven't seen one of his videos.
I love the Beast games.
Yeah.
And what do they give away at the end of the Beast games? Money to buy chains and chains.
No, they give away that money can be spent on anything. You're not even.
Don't they give away a belt? They give away a big belt.
I've never seen the
Which
Beast games.
piece
I was
of jewelry?
capping. I hate Beast games.
I, I believe they give away a big jewel covered in blood.
Blaze. Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds like a market opportunity. Yeah. Have they picked their blood diamond supplier for the next? He signed an NDA though, so we can't talk about
I
it.
can't talk too much about this. I cannot talk too much about this at the moment, but I will just say Jimmy Donaldson and I are currently in negotiations.
I heard we have Mr. Beast on the Bloodcast next week.
Oh, yeah.
That is a very exciting announcement.
Jimmy's gonna be on, and we're gonna blood him up. We're gonna blood the shit out of him.
We're gonna slick him up. We're gonna get him all sticky, and that's when we throw him down the chute.
And then we're gonna give him polio and just let him
we're gonna
go.
give Mr. Beast polio on the blood pod.
Yeah, he's gonna go completely. He's gonna go completely bow-legged. It's gonna be crazy. All right, I'm ready for some closing statements.
Okay.
All right, Josh.
But there's multiple debates. So to bring it all together, I put my entire life into my chain. It is everything. It is everything, and it is all of me. And that is why it matters. And also, circling back to my opening argument, what do you call when you have lots of good jewelry or one piece of cool jewelry? You say it's drip. Drip equals dripping water, which is what the insatiable bird wants. So his biggest thing desires what I have. Closing statement.
Okay. That last part, dripping equals water, which is what he desires. Terrible. Just gonna go ahead and say that. Just gonna go ahead and say that's awful, folks. The insatiable bird is so much better than any
time you say it.
Guys, the insatiable bird.
It's a great phrase.
I love the insatiable bird.
See?
He's so damn
It
thirsty.
needs to be a bar. I love the insatiable bird.
Yeah, he is. You can't stop him. He's so thirsty. He needs that water. He sits there on your desk. He goes, he gets that water.
He goes, what?
He goes, trying to get that
Does
water.
he make noise?
Yes. If I don't know.
The only noise I hear is cling, 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 cling.
Yeah, because you're getting patted down to the airport for having a fucking massive chain for no reason.
What do you mean this is metal? I thought it was diamonds.
Diamond isn't metal. Your machine is broken.
Yeah, I'll just go out and say it again, folks. The chain is a foolish piece of jewelry, far inferior to the insatiable bird, which actually brings joy, brings productivity, brings serenity. That's why the chain just brings a desire for just looking kind of gauche and bad. I yield.
Wow. Well, that was really close. I'm thinking, I don't know. There were points where I definitely wanted to give it to Jack on account of
He always brings up the loser first.
Josh,
No.
sort of
No.
swinging all around, your refusal to pick a topic, but you did pick a topic. You were just being
Yeah, he was coy.
So I don't mind coyness on this podcast. So that's neither here nor there.
It was all a mental game. We didn't judge big bird-shaped head.
Yeah, I guess I'm giving it to Josh.
Yeah!
I
Fuck
just-
the insatiable bird.
I actually destroyed Josh in that debate.
No,
We'll
I
have
think you did a
recount.
great job. I think this was a very strong debate.
Josh's argument that was the drip equals water. The water is what the bird wants.
No, it was an amazing mind game. I am just in awe of your ability to move your mouth that quickly.
What do you mean?
I just be
You're a
looking like
fast
bird.
talker. You get it all out. Your brain moves at like a mile a minute. So
That it does,
that's
yeah.
winning behavior.
Yeah, I think my brain moves at a mile a minute, and my mouth moves at about 2 miles a minute. So they don't always line up. But when they do, watch out.
I want to recount. Josh took modafinil before this. He's on modafinil. Y'all heard of that?
No.
Oh, it's like
Yeah,
like
it's our main drug we serve at the Insatiable Bird, the new bar we just opened around the
yeah. We're
street.
gonna create a modafinil cocktail.
1061 Hancock Street, Brooklyn, New York.
Can I get the? Thank you.
The Insatiable Bird, Modafinil.
Yeah.
Daffodil?
We're selling a daffodil at a cocktail New York at a bar called.
The Insatiable Bird.
Yep.
All right, I've
Blood Diamond would also be a great.
I've
name for
got
that.
Yeah.
two topics for y'all if you're
Okay.
ready.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm like terrified to take on Josh. You just
Terrified.
You move too fast. I'm terrified.
You
of my
asked if I've
I
gotten
whooped
better.
him.
You've asked if I've gotten better.
I just destroyed him. This is gonna be a
You
great.
attack,
This is
but now
gonna
I'm
be.
gonna attack.
This is gonna be
Alright,
a
let's see.
great debate, folks.
Do I really talk like that fast?
I
even
think during
notice
that
it.
debate you were speaking.
So I got
very
him riled
quickly.
up. I talked about his
was I-
Melbourne shirt.
Was I speaking really fast? I kind of just felt like I was.
I think you were speaking very
Okay.
fast there.
Good to know.
I think you're a slightly fast talker anyway, but I think you were speaking very
I'm definitely
fast.
a fast talker. All right, yeah, sounds good. Well,
We'll slow
Anyway,
it down
get
in post.
fucking ready.
Oh.
Matt, you're
Great
debating
job. Go
in
Mets.
favor of a dessert of
Oh,
your
great.
choice. Josh, you're debating in favor of a bird of your choice.
Holy shit! Holy fucking
no
shit!
fucking way.
Yeah,
Holy
bro, you're
fucking
getting a
shit.
bird.
No
Your best
fucking-
friend and roommate, Jack Holmesley. You really did not argue against that. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Insatiable Bird.
Holy fucking
Right
shit!
off the bat.
Holy
Yeah.
shit! This is unprecedented.
It's a bird. You said a bird, and
Are
I
you-
just like to say I have about how long have we been on the air? About 10 minutes.
I should have looked just then.
20.
Okay,
minutes.
I have 25 minutes of data to back this up. So I'm going to open with the bird I'm picking is, of course, the Insatiable Bird. It's the desk toy that
Holy
leads to
shit.
calming and shows a constant reminder of stick-to-itiveness and going. And it also is self-sufficient. You know, some birds out there can't get water. They die. This one always can get water. So that's my opening statement for why the Insatiable Bird is better than any dessert you have to pull up.
So the great thing is, I think I could literally name any dessert and it will be better than the Insatiable Bird. Because the Insatiable Bird is total bullshit. I'll wrap around to it, but I'll say
Fuck,
first
I
of all,
forgot you sided with me. All right.
yeah, it's first of all, it's bullshit that you picked that. So right off the bat, bullshit.
I'm
So,
changing the form.
no, I'm picking cannolis. Cannolis
Yeah.
are an amazing dessert. They're so delicious. That fucking custard shit in the middle, the crunchy outside, chocolate chips, maybe a chocolate covering. There's so many ways to do it. It's great, delicious. It's traditional Italian, and Italian cuisine is so good. And it's just like after an amazing Italian meal of whatever you like, lasagna, chicken parmesan, whatever. You have yourself a cannoli, and it's so fucking good. And erstwhile the insatiable bird leaves me wanting more.
Oh, the floor is open.
Listen, as somebody who studied abroad in Italy, I'd just like to say that cannolis aren't a big thing over there. They are an American invention that they're doing it. Just like chicken Alfredo, actually. Those
Point
are
one for America.
You aren't talking American values. You're talking Italian values, which, first of all, so unpatriotic. I don't know. So unpatriotic. As we talked about Insatiable Birds, made in Milwaukee, the lifeblood beating heart of America, as we all know it. Go Brewers, go Bucks. I would say go Giannis, but we're talking America. So yeah, I just try to say,
this is an anti-Mediterranean podcast.
Yeah, we
hate Southern Europe. But yeah, so I just try to say, like, I mean, great argument coming out the bat, but like, I gotta say, how do you feel when you look at the Insatiable Bird? Do you feel?
I feel like it's lame. I feel like it's like a piece of plastic.
Do you feel lazy?
Whatever.
No, you feel like he's going. Look at him going for his dreams. I need to do that. I need to go ahead. And we've heard the arguments for Insatiable Bird, but like, what if I switch it up? Look at the body of the Insatiable Bird.
Disgusting.
So skinny, little bump in the middle, which is healthy. Long neck, toned face. You've seen a person who eats a lot of cannolis? You've seen Tony Soprano? Motherfucker lives on cannolis and steaks.
First of all, are you calling the Insatiable Bird the throat goat?
The throat goat.
He pleads the fifth, Your Honor.
I plead the fifth, Your Honor.
No. I just think
Insatiable Bird might be the throat goat, but so are many cannoli eaters. I mean, think about the similarities.
I'm just okay. You go, cannoli eaters, because these are long things. You shove them down your throat. There's nothing wrong with that. I think
inside?
all of our listeners love fellatio. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Folks,
so
let's be real.
So if you want to bring up the fellatio of the Insatiable Bird, you want as like a negative. You want to discuss the fellatio of the cannoli.
I'm
just shot yourself in the foot or benefited me.
I'm just stating facts. So I'm just pointing things out. I'm just an observational person. I just have a great sense of observation. So
all right, Seinfeld.
Look, what's the deal? What's the deal with this Insatiable Bird? I'll tell you what's the deal with cannoli. First of all, you say, "Oh, cannolis, they're not." Your argument makes no sense because you go, "Oh, cannolis, they're not even Italian; they're American," and then you proceed to go, and the Insatiable Bird is American, which is why it's great. So that doesn't mean anything. That's a terrible argument.
All right, I'm tapping out my bird. I said I was doing this earlier. Insatiable Bird's been ran through, so I'm running Peregrine Falcon. They're fast as shit.
Holy shit!
Insatiable Bird's been ran through. How dare you, Josh? I request deny. You were saying with the Insatiable Bird.
Insatiable Peregrine Falcon. It's this toy that dives 200 miles an hour to get mice from fields, and it just does it over and over again.
Some mice are very
really fast and they're small.
Do we all know about this Italian
the talented mice? That means
very talented mice on TikTok. It doesn't matter.
It's lit. I
need to see some talented mice. All right. Anyway, so yeah, Peregrine Falcon.
Not the Peregrine Falcon. The
I shot myself
bird.
in the foot. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but I just think like you're talking about a little toy that does this over and over and nothing else.
I'm talking about the Peregrine Falcon.
Okay, so you're talking about a thing that murders other things, which I'm not going to let you talk about, but just that's what you want to talk about. So, or you have like this delicious.
Delition.
This delition edition.
Delition.
This delition edition.
Delicious plus Italian.
It was a delicious Italian cuisine treat. It's really tasty, and I've not heard like a single like real argument against the cannoli.
Not Italian. It's fake. It's an imposter. It's an impasta.
So it's delicious.
So you can't claim Italian and then not be Italian. It'd be like me saying
many people claim Italian and then aren't Italian. But number one, Billy Joel. Billy Joel is
Billy Joel, the national treasure of New York City.
Billy Joel,
and you're saying he's a fraud?
Billy Joel is a Jewish man who chose to live his life as an Italian. He is absolutely the prime example of this.
Matthew Cutson is anti-Billy Joel.
Billy Joel from Long Island. By the way,
saying he's not Italian and he's selling out Madison Square Garden.
He's not
every
Italian.
month.
He's Jewish.
Okay, well, maybe cannolis are Jewish.
And maybe they are. And what would be wrong with that?
Nothing. The Jewish.
Checkmate.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's just a hard one to get out of. Yeah. I love Jewish Hebrew food. What's the correct term?
I'm not telling you.
I love food from that region. I've had some amazing Sephardic cuisine at Shabbat. There's like this red like sauce stuff, like tomato
Ketchup,
mix.
It's all ketchup. Everyone eats that.
It's called Heinz, and it's I know it's just really good, traditional.
Yeah. I think I might be ready for some closing statements.
The Insatiable Bird is okay. So it's such a bad topic. Look, no disrespect.
Yeah,
I
fuck
think
you,
first of all,
Jack.
I think you debated it very well.
I get no respect. I get no respect.
Look, and
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not like pandering to the moderator or whatever. I'll just say like it was debated very well the last time around. This is
well,
not about him.
Pandering to the moderator.
Not pandering.
I like objection.
It was debated well the last time around, but that's not really what this is about.
Mhm.
I didn't give you the win, so you know you have reasons to not be happy with me.
No, that's behind me. I would never hold
Okay,
that.
I'm just saying, like, good job, not good enough. It doesn't matter. The point is, it's already been done, and then he comes in with it ready to ride your coattails, and then he hops off because he realizes he doesn't have anything to say about them. So he decides to attack my cannolis, the delicious treat cannoli, and say, well, they're not Italian. Like, that means anything. I yield my time.
Gotcha. Josh?
I'm gonna need your help here.
Yeah, just
This is not
closing
good.
statement. Say whatever you'd like.
I know you're insatiable.
As much as I want that, I
Okay. Closing statements. Closing statements. Let's see. So the debate
Those just
here
listening.
was
Josh has been
obviously
offering water to Jack.
cannoli. That was a lot of silence. Was obviously cannoli versus peregrine falcon. And listen, the way
Rewriting history.
it's one of the fastest animals in the world, and cannolis just kind of sit there and pretend to be something they're not, which the peregrine falcon never does. It's unapologetic. It lives for itself. It eats mice, and the insatiable bird also just does what it loves, which is get water. Whereas cannolis just fake and just pretend to be eclairs because they're jealous of their northern neighbors. I concede my time.
Okay. I think the real winner of this debate is the insatiable bird. Not Josh. Josh, you do not win because it's not a good debate, and you changed multiple times, and you insulted me with the water stunt. That was disrespectful.
Yeah, that little stunt was really something.
Hey, high risk, high reward.
And I can't give the win to Matt because there's so much bad blood with him for not giving to me last time.
Oh yeah!
So the winner
that's
of
what
the
this
debate
game is
is the
done.
insatiable bird
So
itself.
I'm 1-0-1. 1.
I guess so. I mean,
Alright,
I don't know
still
what your
lossless.
record is in the last episode.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah.
different time. It was
I don't
the
know, you were
Zoom
talking about
times.
Chorus for a while, I
Yeah.
recall.
Yeah,
Oh,
we did
yeah.
talk about chorus for a while.
Course cast, yeah.
Yeah, it was sort of a chorus cast. Oh, I see you pulled up an image this whole time. You pulled up an image of the insatiable
That's sort of
bird.
what I was focusing on. I wasn't really listening to the debates. I was watching the insatiable bird.
So that's why you picked it?
I gotta
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
I do like this guy. I see why you went
got-
for it, Jack.
yeah,
and
he's
why
got
you
that
went for
hat.
it, Josh.
We forgot about his outfit.
He's a top hat.
How
yeah.
did we forget his top
maybe you
hat?
would have won if you'd mentioned the
I
top
think
hat.
I would have.
Yeah, but the bird has to take it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the neck, dude.
Yeah.
Talk about the throat goat.
Seriously.
Machi machi.
Machi.
All right, I'm gonna pull this up here, and this time, no insatiable birds. No insatiable
Those
birds.
are off limits.
For this debate, you're both gonna be arguing in favor of the insatiable bird.
Yes,
Let's go.
That's exactly what I wanted.
This is what we
exactly
need. Okay,
what I wanted.
all right,
okay.
all right.
So let's just force fucking open the insatiable bird. Is so good, dude. His freaking top hat. He's so dignified. He's the best dressed in the office. He's the best dressed in the goddamn office.
Nobody else is wearing top hats to work anymore. It's all business casual and loafers. Who has the tuxedo anymore?
Josh, are you debating against the insatiable bird? You're supposed to be debating in favor of it.
No, I'm saying that's why he's the best, but he's the best dressed in the office. No one else is keeping up those standards.
Got you.
Yeah,
Okay,
of
I
course.
see what you're trying to say. Yeah.
They say dress for the job you want, not the job you have. He knows exactly what he wants and what he has.
Yes.
Yeah, he wants a blowjob. He wants to give a blowjob.
No, he does
Why
not.
did we keep him around so much?
He's just thirsty.
I got a really big insatiable bird that does the exact same motion with way more suctionier and bigger face.
Josh, this is why you're. This is why we can't have you at any office.
I was removed for my
You said
big
that,
insatiable
yeah.
bird stunt.
No, but I think that the insatiable bird is great for its top hat. When the way that while you're at home asleep, the insatiable bird's still there at work, going away at the.
What was the noise you were doing earlier?
Or not, I forget what it was.
But you're not even an insatiable bird guy like that. You change up his sound. Come on, no, the insatiable bird is so much better than you give him credit for. How does he sound,
Josh?
The insatiable bird is he moves in silence like lasagna. He's Lil Wayne, all right? He's one of the shooters because he has the hat on, he knows what he wants, and he keeps grinding. He doesn't bother anyone. He just goes for what he wants. Okay, and no one else is doing that. It's all cutthroat. It's all like networking. It's all hunted ahead. And he's like, "No, I'm here. I got my little pond. I'm happy. And God damn it, I'm gonna keep going up and down until the job is done." Which is, evidently what led me to be kicked out of the office for the life-size one. He did keep going until the job was done, and the job was done very loudly.
So my opponent thinks that it's not good enough that he has to create a life-size one. I believe that the insatiable bird is perfect the way it is, and there needn't be a life-size one. Why would you change perfection, Josh? Why dare you?
Was the beak open, or was it like a point? Like, what was the?
Josh, tell us what it actually is. I know the real answer.
It was more of a like imagine like an octopus tentacle wrapped in a circle of sorts. So it's kind of a sphere. A cylinder. Sorry, I forgot my
cylinder.
Shapes. But yeah, the cylindrical medium to lift.
Also, bird, a tentacle.
Can we talk about the science? Can we talk about the science involved? Like,
what's the deal with science?
Thought up with this? What is the deal with science? And that is another reason why the insatiable bird is so legendary, and why scaling and mass production needs to be implemented is because the way it can go down, just a simple toy made of plastic, well-dressed plastic, and pick up this water and redistribute it. Like, civilization has been trying to do that for centuries, like moving water. Like, that was the biggest thing for the Roman Empire, is that they could finally move water to their crops and irrigation systems. And this thing has been doing it forever and infinitely. Why haven't we? I think we need to implement this into different societies.
My opponent is a rube and a fool and has fallen for the trick of the bird. You've fallen for the bird's trick. He's not actually drinking the water, Josh. You see how if you were to be drinking the water, he couldn't do it infinitely, Josh. That's impossible. That's against physics. You see, the bird, it appears as though he's drinking water because his beak just touches the water, and it is the equal weight of the dye, the colored water in the other half of the bird that allows him to go back perfectly. It's like the
Also, I would say that's a. I'm taking a point away from Josh. This is very much an anti-Mediterranean podcast. I don't know why you're talking about the Greeks.
I know. Why is he? Yeah, Josh, come on. This is anti-med. You fallen for the bird's trick. Look at him, egg on his face. He's fallen for the bird's trick.
It's happened once again, folks.
He doesn't.
A guest has fallen for the bird's trick.
Oh, you fool!
He doesn't drink the water.
No, Josh, the bird is. He's just. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Wait, so
it's a symbol. He's not a real bird either.
He's trying to be so thirsty.
Yeah, he's probably thirsty as shit, Josh, but he's insatiable, so it's irrelevant. It's
my bird drinks its water because birds need water to fucking survive. You don't feed your bird.
Josh, my bird, I'm arguing in favor of the
No wonder yours is so
toy.
skinny and decrepit. He's arguing in favor of birds and he doesn't even feed them. What sort of fucked up owner are you?
Look, I
feed my bird water. I put pellets down there and they're always gone. And the bird keeps going and it makes noises and it does have wings and it flies around sometimes. All right,
that's good
because another bird something else. I think
if you're talking, you're talking about a real. Look, I'm actually. Yes, I am. I am a bird owner in addition to my desk toy bird, and those birds.
You have other birds than your desk toy bird?
Yes, that's what you're referring to. That are
in favor of it? No, I have one desk toy bird that constantly eats and drinks.
Oh, you should just plead insanity in that case.
I'm not
that bird.
That
bird does not eat and drink.
Hey, I want to
address my bird allegations.
I have one bird. I'm not cheating on my insatiable bird because he dressed up for me, and I like that.
Okay, well, I'm going to just continue to defend myself against the bird allegations.
Yeah,
yes, I have birds, and yes, they die every week because I want a new bird every week, baby. I'm not going to feed or pay for food when it costs the same to buy a new bird, and I can have a new bird every week. So, allegations addressed. Back to the insatiable bird, the greatest desk toy, and just toy in general, for that matter. Why play Xbox when you can have insatiable bird in the living room drinking away in front of the homies? Riddle me that, Josh. This guy plays FIFA, I bet. This guy doesn't sit and watch Insatiable
I never had
Bird.
an Xbox. My parents never got me an Xbox. They got me 20 Insatiable Birds. Every year, I got one. And they kept getting slightly bigger, so I had a family of them. So I grew up watching Insatiable Birds. Do you want to talk about an Insatiable Bird fan? Pardon me, and family, because we were kind of the Insatiable Bird family.
In the club.
We lived in a big one. Our house was in we get thrown around whenever it got thirsty. But yeah.
In Club Blood Diamond, we all fam.
Yeah, and Club Insatiable Bird. So yeah, you want to talk about insatiable birdness? I grew up on Insatiable Bird, and I still have the one I had, unlike you, who just goes through them like tissues. Okay.
No, I go through my parakeets like tissues. My insatiable bird I've had for ages.
Oh, okay.
He
That's
will
chill then.
forever drink.
Oh, okay.
By
As
the
long as the
way-
insatiable bird's good.
There is a pile of parakeets.
Just out of frame.
Those
No-
birds are satiable as fuck.
Well,
They-
yeah, 'cause
they got
can't
their
drink
fill
anything
and
else
then
'cause
they
they're
died.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
we-
but I'm not gonna. I got a new bird coming, like soon.
Do you name these birds or do you
No,
not
they
like?
they die too quickly. I
Yeah,
didn't name them. It's just
yeah.
my bird. I like my bird. Have you guys seen Iron Man 3?
no.
Okay, forget it.
All right, let's do closing
Forget it,
statements.
I don't have time to watch movies. I'm too busy hanging out with my insatiable bird. And closing statement, I grew up on insatiable bird. I only have one insatiable bird that I love forever. I don't go through birds, and my bird actually drinks. And I have real world application of the bird, which I'm not legally allowed to talk about per my NDA with Hewlett Packard. That got me removed from the offices. But insatiable birds for life, and I still have one to this day.
So, as the moderator of the previous debate described, or rather one of the contestants of the previous debate described, Josh, the argument had already been run through, and he had to do it for the third time. So that just kind of show the quality of his argument, which I'll break down for you. At one point, he was arguing that he was describing how it's an innovative product because it moves water, a problem that, they've been trying to discover and I guess harnessed. It's just not the case of the bird. He also said that his insatiable bird flies around the room and he feeds it food. So I don't know what the hell is happening here. But my love of the bird. My hate of the real life living birds, as exhibited by my careless ownership. All that said, though, I'm the king of the insatiable bird. Who dubbed him his title but me? My friend, my opponent fell for the trick of the bird.
You
and
think you dubbed the
No!
insatiable bird insatiable? Dude, you cannot love something and hate its brethren. How do you let
Holy
the other
shit.
birds die and let the insatiable bird live? Do you know the pain that bird goes through every time he goes down for water, comes up and sees brother, goes down, come back up, oh, he's dead. Goes down again, another, dead. All he sees is water and death, and you put this bird through that. You know what my bird sees? His
Josh.
family.
Josh, there are rules here.
Closing
there are
statement.
closing statements. And all
You think I give a fuck about the rules? Let's bring the peregrine falcon back up. He's the fastest bird on land. I apologize. I was just sprayed with water. That's
No,
deserving.
I will say, just to address that attack, look, he doesn't just see water and death. He just sees water because he's the insatiable bird. That's all he gives a fuck about, Josh, obviously. Anyway, guys, I need I say more? I mean, he's the insatiable bird. I dubbed him that title, and I'm the king of this.
Permission to
this
ask
topic.
a question during closing statements?
Denied.
No, what do you mean you dubbed him that title?
Okay, I denied it. You said it anyway.
I did dub him that title because his name is the proper name is actually, and I'm gonna drop it right now so you can take the L. It's his real last name is the Drinking Bird. The Drinking Bird is what it's actually called, but I dubbed him the Insatiable Bird because that's way sicker. The Insatiable Bird is way sicker. We will forever now. He will be known as the Insatiable Bird because of this podcast. So get it the L.
Copyrighted.
Copyrighted, trademarked, Blood Diamond, yield.
Wow. Okay, so let's just run through this.
Yeah, break it down.
So at one point I wanted to give Josh the loss because he fell for the bird's trick.
That shows my love of the bird is that I would fall for its trick and
True.
trust it blindly.
He who loves the bird most is blinded by the bird.
Yeah.
Exactly.
However,
Blinded by the bird, another great name for a club.
However, both of you lost. Fuck you. The winner is the Insatiable Bird.
Yeah, so we won, kind of.
No, the bird wins.
We're
Matt.
arguing for the bird.
The bird always wins.
Bird
The bird always wins.
It's insatiable.
The bird always wins.
The bird always wins.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Nah.
Come on, celebrate.
No,
You
I
just
can't.
won.
I'm sorry my own.
Some bird liquid.
Go Mets.
Some bird water. Go Mets. So, folks, this has been Apples and Oranges.
Yeah, this has been awesome.
It's a
This
podcast
has
we
been
do where we
apples and
talk
insatiable
about
birds.
birds that are insatiable. And
We got plenty of plugs, I think.
yeah, Josh, you're in
I'd
town
say
now.
We got plenty of plugs.
I'm in town. I'll be back.
Yeah, what do you like to
I'm
plug?
not leaving.
Josh is in New York City
I'm not
now.
fucking leaving.
I'm not fucking
Josh,
leaving.
give us your top 3 New York things
top of New York things.
since being back. Not like necessarily recommendations, but like now that you're back, like what are the top 3 like?
What are the best things about the city?
Yeah,
What are things you're enjoying?
J Train, easy number 1. Named after me, and just great train.
Oh, that was named after you, J Train?
Yeah, this is where it came from.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. They did it when I was here for my internship, and then they re-inaugurated it when I came back. I want to talk about the Upside Pizza on 14th Street. Great slice. And I really want to talk about Club Blood Diamond. Going there this weekend. Once let loose after chill week. So excited for the Brooklyn club scene, Upside Pizza, and the J Train.
Great. Anything you want to plug?
If you're watching this and you're in a fraternity or have friends in a fraternity, starting a traveling comedy show where we go to different frats. We take New York comics around to different colleges and fraternities and clubs and organizations around the Northeast to places that might not always have access to comedy. We bring it to them, put on a show there. So if you are a comedian and want to perform on that, or you know someone in college or in a fraternity and want to have a tip on where we do shows, looking to grow that brand. So yeah, Shotgun Comedy on Instagram, and hoping to get that to colleges around the Northeast before the end of the year.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
And this after we're done recording this podcast, we are going to record the Bloodcast.
Yeah.
Please stick around for the Bloodcast.
Yeah, it's behind a paywall. It's behind the blood wall.
Yeah. I've been pumping Jack full of blood thinners this entire time. That was actually what's in the water I've been feeding him. So
I know.
he's doing a blood like a stuck pig. It should be an amazing episode.
And if you want to watch this, you need to mail us like 3 liters of blood to get behind the blood wall. So it's sort of premium content.
Please, freemium, yeah.
All right, folks.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah,
this was fantastic.
Apples and oranges. Bye-bye.
Bye.